Good morning, everyone. I want to talk to you today about something incredibly powerful, something that holds the key to unlocking everything you've ever wanted in life. It's simple, but it's profound. Before you can go anywhere, you need to know exactly where you are. Think of it like setting out on a journey. If you don't know your current location, how can you possibly know where to head next? The first step in developing yourself is understanding who you truly are. Self-discovery is the foundation upon which all growth is built. This is not a quick or easy task. It requires deep reflection and an honest look in the mirror. It's about asking yourself the tough questions. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What do I truly value? And what do I want to achieve in my life? It's easy to get distracted by the noise around you, by society's expectations, or even by what others believe is best for you. But self-discovery is about peeling away those layers. It's about silencing the distractions so that you can hear your own voice clearly and trust it. The more you discover about yourself, the more you realize that your potential is limitless. Your strengths might be more than you ever imagined, and your weaknesses are simply opportunities for growth. But to see all of that, you must be willing to look within. Don't just accept the surface-level answers. Dig deeper. Ask yourself why you do the things you do. What are your true motivations? What drives you? What keeps you up at night, thinking about the possibilities? This process of discovery is ongoing. The more you learn about yourself, the more you'll uncover. It's like opening a door to a room you never knew existed. And as you begin to discover who you are, you also start to understand your unique value and what you have to offer the world. The clearer your self-awareness becomes, the clearer your path will be. Self-discovery allows you to align your actions with your true purpose. Without it, you might wander aimlessly, reacting to circumstances instead of actively creating the life you want. When you know yourself, you know what you want, and you know what it takes to get there. It becomes easier to make decisions, set goals, and stay focused. Your true potential lies within you, but it's only unlocked when you have the courage to face yourself honestly. The journey may be challenging, but it's the most rewarding one you will ever take. Belief is the unseen force that shapes everything in our lives. It's the difference between merely existing and truly living. Belief is not just a passing thought. It is a powerful guiding force that influences our decisions, our actions, and ultimately our outcomes. When you believe in something, it becomes real in ways that are almost impossible to explain, but undeniable in its results. At the core of belief is the idea that what you think, feel, and know can become your reality. Belief is the lens through which you see the world, and it holds the power to transform what you see into what you can achieve. It's easy to underestimate how much belief affects our lives. We are often taught that success depends on skills, talent, or external circumstances. But in reality, success begins in the mind. When you truly believe in yourself and your abilities, you lay the groundwork for everything else to fall into place. Belief has the power to override doubt. In any given situation, doubt will always try to creep in. It's the voice in your head that tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not capable, that others are better. But belief is stronger than doubt. It's the quiet voice that says, you can do this when the world says you can't. Belief isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending obstacles don't exist. It's about acknowledging them and choosing to press forward anyway. It's the faith that even though you don't know exactly how it will happen, you trust that you have what it takes to make it happen. The power of belief is not only internal, but also external. When you believe in yourself, others begin to believe in you too. Confidence born from belief is contagious. People are drawn to those who believe in their own potential. Whether in personal relationships or professional settings, the belief you have in yourself sends a message to the world that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of success. It builds trust, respect, and admiration, and it opens doors that would otherwise remain closed. Belief is also the key to perseverance. Life is full of setbacks, failures, and challenges, Everyone faces moments when the road seems impossible and the end feels out of reach. But belief is what keeps you going when the path is unclear. It provides the strength to keep moving forward even when the outcome seems uncertain. With belief, failure is not seen as a permanent condition but a lesson. It's not an end but a stepping stone towards success. Belief transforms failure into feedback, helping you adjust, learn, and grow. Belief also fuels action. You can dream big, but if you don't believe in your ability to bring those dreams to life, they will remain just that, dreams. Belief is the motivator that pushes you to take the first step, and the second, and the 100th. It propels you to act even when the odds are stacked against you. It's the drive behind every successful person you've ever admired. They didn't just wish for success. They believed they were capable of achieving it, and they acted on that belief consistently. But belief isn't just about believing in yourself. It's about believing in the process. It's about trusting that each step you take, each effort you make is leading you closer to your goal, even when you can't see the full picture yet. True belief is unwavering. It's the deep understanding that you have the power to create your own destiny, no matter what external circumstances may suggest. When you cultivate belief in yourself and your journey, nothing can shake the foundation upon which you stand. Fear is a powerful emotion that holds the potential to stop us in our tracks. It is one of the most common barriers to growth, yet one of the most universal experiences we all face. It's the voice inside that tells you, you can't, you're not good enough, or it's too risky. Fear often disguises itself as practicality or caution, but in truth, it's the silent killer of potential. To develop yourself, you must learn to recognize fear for what it is, and more importantly, how to overcome it. Fear is natural. It is a primal instinct designed to protect us from danger. But in today's world where physical threats are less prevalent, fear often manifests in situations that are not life-threatening, but deeply uncomfortable. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough. These are the fears that trap us and hold us back from pursuing our dreams and fulfilling our potential. One of the first steps in overcoming fear is understanding its true nature. Fear thrives on uncertainty, and it often amplifies our insecurities. It's not the actual situation that causes fear, but rather our perception of it. We tend to blow things out of proportion in our minds, imagining the worst-case scenario and fixating on what could go wrong. But when we confront fear directly, we realize that the worst rarely happens, and what we imagine is often far worse than the reality. The key is to reframe fear. Instead of viewing it as an enemy, start seeing it as a signal of growth. Fear is not something to be avoided or suppressed. It's a powerful indicator that you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. If fear is present, it means you're taking a risk, trying something new, and stepping into uncharted territory. It means you're on the verge of something great. Once you start reframing fear, it becomes less intimidating. Fear is simply a sign that you're expanding, evolving, and challenging yourself. But knowing this intellectually isn't always enough to overcome fear. The next step is to take action. Fear thrives on inaction. The longer you let it linger, the more power it holds over you. The antidote to fear is not waiting for it to disappear, but doing the thing you're afraid of in spite of it. Taking action in the face of fear is not about being fearless. It's about being brave enough to move forward anyway. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's the willingness to take a step even when you're scared. Each time you confront fear, it loses a bit of its hold over you. Every small step you take to face what scares you builds confidence, and over time, fear begins to lose its power. Another critical element in overcoming fear is self-compassion. When you face fear, there will be moments of discomfort, doubt, and even failure. Fear tells us that these moments are signs of weakness or inadequacy, but they are part of the process. Embrace the discomfort because it is a sign of growth. Understand that fear is not a reflection of your abilities, but a part of being human. To defeat fear, you must also reframe your relationship with failure. Fear often holds us back because we're terrified of failing. But failure isn't something to avoid. It's something to embrace. It's not the end. It's a stepping stone on the road to success. Every successful person has failed at some point, but they didn't let fear of failure stop them. Instead, they used it as a lesson, a learning experience to get closer to their goals. Finally, understanding that fear is temporary is essential. It may feel overwhelming in the moment, but it will pass. The discomfort of facing fear is fleeting, and the rewards of overcoming it last a lifetime. The more you challenge your fears, the less control they have over you. And when you look back, you'll see that the fears you once allowed to control you were never as powerful as they seemed. Continuous growth is the essence of personal development. It is the understanding that growth is not a one-time event, but an ongoing journey. Life is not about reaching a single destination, but about constantly evolving, learning, and improving. Just as the body needs constant nourishment to stay strong, the mind needs continuous growth to stay sharp, adaptable, and resilient. The idea that growth is a continuous process is crucial to achieving long-term success and fulfillment. Growth doesn't happen overnight. It is a process that takes time, effort, and persistence. In a world that often seeks instant gratification, continuous growth can be challenging to embrace. We are conditioned to expect quick results, but true development requires patience and commitment. Growth is not linear. It is filled with setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt. Yet these moments are part of the process. Each struggle, each failure is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and improve. It is important to recognize that no matter how slow the progress seems, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. To truly embrace continuous growth, you must adopt a mindset of lifelong learning. This means being open to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences. It requires a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone, to challenge yourself, and to seek opportunities for improvement. Continuous growth requires curiosity, the kind of curiosity that drives you to ask questions, explore new possibilities, and push the boundaries of what you think is possible. Without this mindset, you will stagnate. Complacency is the enemy of growth. When you stop learning, you stop evolving. A key component of continuous growth is the ability to reflect. Growth is not just about taking in new information or learning new skills. It is also about looking back at what you've already accomplished, evaluating your progress, and identifying areas where you can improve. Reflection allows you to assess what worked, what didn't, and what changes you need to make to move forward. Without reflection, you risk repeating the same mistakes or missing opportunities for improvement. It's also important to recognize that growth is personal. What works for one person may not work for you, and that's okay. Each individual has their own unique path to growth. What matters is that you commit to your own journey rather than comparing yourself to others. Continuous growth means focusing on your own development and measuring your success against your own potential, not against someone else's. Consistency plays a significant role in continuous growth. It's easy to get excited about a new idea or project, but true growth comes from showing up every day, even when the excitement fades. Consistency means pushing forward even when you feel like giving up, even when the results are not immediately visible. Small, consistent actions compound over time and lead to significant progress. It is the accumulation of these daily efforts that create lasting change. Another vital aspect of continuous growth is resilience. The road to growth is rarely smooth. You will encounter obstacles, failures, and setbacks, but resilience is what helps you bounce back from those challenges. It's the ability to keep going even when things don't go according to plan, to adapt when the circumstances change, and to persist when the going gets tough. Resilience allows you to stay focused on your goals and to keep striving for improvement, no matter how many times you stumble along the way. True growth doesn't just happen in moments of success. It often happens during moments of adversity. The ability to keep growing in the face of difficulty is what sets apart those who succeed from those who give up. It's in the difficult times that we discover the strength, perseverance, and determination that propel us forward. Taking action is the bridge between dreams and reality. It's the catalyst that transforms ideas into achievements. You can have all the ambition, motivation, and vision in the world, but without action, those dreams will remain just that, dreams. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is found in the steps you are willing to take. Action is what drives progress, and it is the key to unlocking your potential. It's easy to get caught up in the planning phase, to get stuck in the dreaming and strategizing stages. We can spend endless hours researching, analyzing, and imagining what success would look like. But none of it matters if it doesn't lead to action. Action is what turns thoughts into tangible results. The first step is always the hardest, but it is the most important. Once you take that step, you begin to build momentum, and that momentum can propel you forward, even when things seem tough. The fear of failure often holds people back from taking action. We imagine all the things that could go wrong, and in doing so, we paralyze ourselves. But the truth is, failure is not something to be feared. It is a natural part of the process. Every successful person has encountered failure. What distinguishes them from others is their willingness to keep going despite the setbacks. Action isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and pushing through the discomfort of uncertainty. Another barrier to taking action is perfectionism. Many people avoid acting because they believe they must have everything perfectly planned out before they begin. They wait for the right moment or the perfect conditions. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect moment. Waiting for perfection can cause you to miss opportunities or delay progress. The key is to take imperfect action, start with what you have, even if it's not ideal, and improve along the way. The more you act, the more you learn, and the better you become at adjusting and refining your approach. Consistency is vital in taking action. One big action can feel empowering, but it's the daily, consistent efforts that lead to long-term success. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and progress doesn't always come in the form of immediate results. It's the small actions, compounded over time, that lead to transformation. The commitment to act every day, even when it seems like nothing is changing, builds momentum that eventually leads to breakthroughs. Consistency is what helps you stay on track, even when motivation wanes or obstacles arise. Action also fosters confidence. Every time you take a step forward, you prove to yourself that you are capable. The more you act, the more you reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed. Each successful action, no matter how small, builds trust in yourself. As you accumulate these small victories, your confidence grows, and you become more willing to take bigger risks and make bolder moves. Confidence is not something that happens overnight. It is earned through repeated actions that move you closer to your goals. Another critical aspect of taking action is adaptability. The road to success is rarely straight, and circumstances often change unexpectedly. What works today may not work tomorrow, and plans will need to be adjusted along the way. The key is not to be discouraged by setbacks or changes in direction, but to be flexible in your approach. Taking action means being willing to pivot, adjust, and adapt as needed. It means staying committed to your end goal while being open to different paths that may emerge along the way. Taking action is about building momentum. The first step may feel daunting, but once you begin, you start to create energy that propels you forward. You will face challenges, distractions, and moments of doubt, but the act of continuing to move forward, even through uncertainty, is what makes the difference between success and stagnation. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. But once you take that first step, you begin to break down the mental barriers that have been holding you back. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your life. They shape your mindset, influence your choices, and affect your energy. If you want to grow, develop, and achieve your goals, you must be intentional about the company you keep. Positive influence is one of the most powerful forces in shaping your mindset and driving you towards success. The right people can elevate you, challenge you, and help you see your own potential when you might not see it yourself. Our environment has an undeniable impact on our thoughts and behaviors. When you surround yourself with people who are optimistic, motivated, and supportive, it's easier to stay positive and focused on your goals. Positive influences encourage you to push past your limits, to strive for greatness, and to believe in your abilities. They create an atmosphere of growth and possibility where you are constantly inspired to do your best and take action. On the other hand, negative influences can drain you, demotivate you, and hold you back. When you spend time with people who are constantly complaining, doubting, or tearing others down, it can be easy to adopt their negative mindset. The energy you absorb from those around you can either lift you up or pull you down. Negative influences often keep you stuck in a cycle of fear, self-doubt, and procrastination. They limit your potential and cloud your vision for what's possible. If you want to break free from limitations and move forward, you must distance yourself from toxic environments and people who drag you down. Positive influence is not just about being around people who make you feel good. It's about surrounding yourself with those who challenge you to be better. True growth happens when you are pushed outside your comfort zone, and the right people will do just that. They will inspire you to take risks, challenge your assumptions, and encourage you to step up to the next level. Whether it's a mentor, a coach, or a group of like-minded individuals, positive influences will provide the guidance and support you need to stay focused on your path. One of the most important aspects of surrounding yourself with positive influence is the power of accountability. When you are surrounded by people who believe in your potential and hold you accountable for your actions, you are far more likely to stay committed to your goals. Accountability partners help you stay on track and keep you from procrastinating. They remind you of your strengths when you feel uncertain and celebrate your victories when you achieve milestones. They create a sense of responsibility that pushes you to take consistent action and not let complacency set in. In addition, positive influences provide valuable feedback that can help you grow. When you surround yourself with people who genuinely want to see you succeed, they will give you constructive criticism that helps you improve. They won't let you settle for mediocrity, but will encourage you to strive for excellence. These honest, supportive relationships provide the kind of feedback that helps you learn and evolve, both personally and professionally. Without this, you may fall into a cycle of self-delusion, where you don't see your weaknesses and can't make the adjustments needed to move forward. The people you surround yourself with can also serve as a source of motivation. There will be days when you feel like giving up, when the road seems too difficult, and when your energy is low. During these times, the positive people in your life can reignite your passion and remind you why you started. They can remind you of your vision, your purpose, and your capability to overcome obstacles. Just being in the presence of motivated, driven individuals can lift your own energy and make it easier to stay committed to your journey. In a world full of distractions and negativity, consciously choosing to surround yourself with positive influence is one of the most important decisions you can make for your personal development. Positive influence doesn't just mean avoiding negativity. It means actively seeking out people who uplift, inspire, and challenge you. It means surrounding yourself with individuals who make you better, and in turn helping them become better as well.